Hello everyone and welcome to Kernel of Wisdom. I'm Joelle and today I wanted to share some gratitude for an amazing 2016 and to give my mindful reflections on what made it such an awesome year. A new year marks a transition, and transitions can be an amazing time to really look back and recognize with mindfulness what was great, what do I have to be grateful for? And so in this video, I wanted to acknowledge and give thanks for all that made Kernel of Wisdom great over 2016. And so I hope you enjoy it because I'm not only thanking you, but I'm hoping these reflections can help us define what we want Kernel of Wisdom to be in 2017. All right, first up, I have a lot to be grateful for. 2016 was a big, great year. And so my first big thank you goes out to you. Thank you so much for all the fans of the channel and for everyone who views my videos, whether it's once or whether it's regularly. Your participation is what makes these videos worthwhile and what keeps it going. And your commitment to yourself and your meditation practice is shown through your participation here. And that meditation practice, your work to love yourself, is what's going to make this world a little bit better day by day. So also, thank you so much for that commitment to yourself and for being awesome mindfulness practitioners. Otherwise, I also want to say thanks to the fans for doubling our subscribers this year. Kernel of Wisdom is now twice as big, and that means we have more engagement, more questions, more comments back and forth than we've ever had before. And that's awesome because that's what makes this a community for all of you. Also, thank you for helping us hit over 100,000 views this year. This is not only awesome for me because it means I'm not just talking to myself, but it means that people are actually out there meditating and engaging and really getting involved with this content. And that's so exciting because it means we have a lot more meditators out there and a lot of people who are really delving into this practice every day. I also want to thank everyone who offered up and participated in collaborations with me this year, including Dutch Smiling Yogi, Sue's Bub, and Simply Vegan. I want to thank Frode5 for his music, and I want to thank my family for getting involved this year as well. And I want to thank Mind Body Vortex and Ned Kelly for interviewing me for their awesome podcasts. I'm so grateful that you thought of me. And I want to thank everyone who downloaded or subscribed to the Kernel of Wisdom podcast so that you get those guided meditations there as well. And if you didn't know that the meditations are available via podcast, you can check that out on iTunes. I also want to thank Everyday Mindfulness and their amazing forum. There's not only awesome communication and conversation about meditation every single day in the forum, but I am so grateful that you thought of me for some of the television and production work that you're doing, and that we are going to get more people meditating as a result. I also want to thank designer Michael Fan for helping to rebrand Kernel of Wisdom this year. Thank you so much, Michael. The branding looks awesome, and I really think that now that I look extra profesh, anyone who comes across Kernel of Wisdom will trust me a little bit more and hopefully be even more inclined to try mindfulness meditation as a result. So thank you. Otherwise, I also want to thank my husband, Billy, my best friend, Susanna, and my mom, Candy, my dad, Joe, and my brother, Jade, for their ongoing support and being my biggest fans. These are people who've helped the channel be what it is today in so many different ways, whether it's listening to my ideas, being quiet and making space for me to record these videos, lending me lighting, or participating in the videos. And an extra special shout out to my mom, who literally watches, likes, shares, and comments on literally every single post that Kernel of Wisdom puts out there. So thanks, Mom. And last, but in no way least, a huge thank you to all of my Kernel of Wisdom students. Whether I see you live face-to-face through Skype, and whether you participate as an individual with me or in one of my groups. Thank you so much for going through this journey over the last year with me. I hope you've taken a lot away from it and know that all of your questions, all of your insights, all of your ideas, and all that you go through, whether it's tough or whether it's amazing, feeds and inspires this channel so that so many others can learn and thrive and grow too. And I am personally so grateful that I get to do this work and that you come to see me. So thank you. And as for my own mindful reflections, 2016 has brought a lot of growth through mindfulness, meditation, self-help, therapeutic work, and more. In this past year, I really came to understand radical acceptance and what it means to be present better and more than I ever have before. I've also become a lot more loving to myself. I've set better boundaries. I've learned to eat more mindfully and love myself through food, and I lost 30 pounds in the process. And I'm also so much further along in loving and accepting all of who I am as a whole person and advocating for that person instead of putting myself consistently last. It's been a journey, folks, but I really am starting to believe that I am worth it and I am enough. This year, as so many of you have done as well, I really sat with the scaries and the uglies, and it wasn't always comfortable, but I could find some ease and love and acceptance within. I learned that my fears about my feelings and emotions, my worry that they would just be too much for me, were not true. That deep down, I am okay and I can handle it. And it's been so much easier to let go of all that fear and to actually feel my feelings as a result. I've learned to love and appreciate my emotions more. And I share all of this with you not only because it's humbling and good to know that our teachers are learners as well, but also because each of you has been so important in this process for me. You may not realize it, but every single time you leave a comment or a question, or let me know you love the channel, or let me know something you would change about the channel, any feedback, any engagement I have with you really helps me and Kernel of Wisdom grow. You've pushed me to search my own soul, to push myself further so that I can serve you better. And I'm so grateful for that. So, thank you. Thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you. You really make Kernel of Wisdom awesome, and you really help me and this channel grow, even if you don't realize it. I'm grateful to each and every one of you, so thank you. A happy 2017 to all of you. Have a great, happy, healthy, safe New Year, and may you be an example of peace. Bye.